A Free and Low-Cost Drug Guide. Chapter 1. Free and Low-Cost Drugs. Government drug programs by state. Some states have programs for seniors and low-income people for discount or free prescription drugs. If you make too much money for Medicaid but you're not exactly poor, you might still be able to qualify. These programs provide pharmaceutical coverage or assistance, primarily to low-income elderly or persons with disabilities who do not qualify for Medicaid. Do a search engine search of prescription drugs programs and the name of your state. ncsl.org/program/health/drugaid.htm, State Pharmaceutical Assistance Programs, 800-452-4800. seniorresourcescc.org/info/program/farm_assistance.html. aarp.org/bulletin/your money/article/state-by-state.html, AARP, state-by-state, plan-by-plan list of pharmacy assistance programs. Medicare.gov/mpdpf/home.asp, Medicare Prescription Drug Plan Finder. Preface your letters with Prescription Drug Assistance Program. Connecticut. POG 5011. Hartford, Connecticut, 06102. 800-423-5026. 203-678-1740. 860-832-9265. dss.state.ct.us/elderly/health.htm. Delaware. 1801 Rockland Road. Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. 800-763-9326. 800-292-9538. 302-651-4400. 302-651-4405. 302-642-4405. 302-429-8050, Newcastle, Illinois. 800-624-2459. 217-524-0435. Louisiana. Louisiana's NIORX.org, Discounted Drug Program. Maine. maine.gov/dhhs/ba/medbook.htm, Office of Elder Services, A Guide to Prescription Drug Assistance in Maine. ME Bureau of Taxation. State House STA 24. Augusta, Maine, 04332. 800-773-7895. 207-624-7895, TDD. 207-287-2674. 207-622-8475. 207-287-4477, TDD. Bureau of Medical SVCs. Augusta, Maine, 04333-0011. 800-321-5557. 207-287-1818. Elderly Low Cost Drug Program. 800-773-7894. Maryland. POG 386. Baltimore, Maryland, 21203. 800-492-1974. 410-767-1455. 410-767-5394. MarylandSPDAP.com, Maryland Senior Prescription Drug Assistance Program. dhmh.state.md.us/pharmacy board, Maryland Board of Pharmacy. Massachusetts. 124 Watertown Street. Watertown, Massachusetts, 02472. 800-953-3305. Michigan. POG 30676. Lansing, Michigan, 48909-8276. 517-373-8230. 517-335-1356. 517-373-9419, TDD. mdch.state.mi.us/mass/masshome.html. Minnesota. 800-333-2433. New Hampshire. dhhs.nh.gov/dhs/ba/assist-prescription-drug.htm. New Jersey. POB 715. Trenton, New Jersey 08625. 800-792-9745. 609-588-7049. 609-588-7180, TTY. New York. POG 15018. Albany, New York 12212-5018. 800-332-3742. health.state.ny.us/New York dose/epic/epicform.htm. New York prescriptionsaver.fhsc.com, 800-788-6917. Pennsylvania. 800-225-7223. 717-652-9028. aging.state.pa.us. Rhode Island. Senior Pharmaceutical Assistance Program. 160 Pine Street. Providence, Rhode Island 02903. 401-277-3330. 401-222-2858. 401-222-3330. 800-322-2880. Vermont. 103 South Main Street. Waterbury, Vermont 05671. 800-529-4060. 800-827-0589. 800-642-5119, Senior Helpline. 800-987-2839. 802-241-2880. 802-241-3978. Washington. rxhelpforwa.org, RX Help for Washington. rx.wa.gov, the Washington Prescription Drug Program, WPDP. Wyoming. 800-442-2766. wdh.state.wy.us/pharmacy/pdap.asp, Prescription Drug Assistance Program, Wyoming. Corporate free and low-cost drugs. Make an appeal to the drug companies supplying your drug. Try the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers Association at 800-PMA-info, phrma.org, and ask for their directory of prescription drug patient assistance programs. Helpingpatients.org. Healthequityproject.org, donate unused medicines. cancercare.org/HHRD/drug_assistance.asp, 800-813-HOPE. cancersupportiveCare.com/drug_assistance.asp. ims-l.com/freerx, 573-778-1118. merck-medco.com/medco/index.jsp, 800-903-4680, mail order service for people on military health benefits. needymeds.com, 215-625-9609. needymeds.com/companies. phrma.org/patients, current list of all participants. pprx.org, pparx.org. themedicineprogram.com, 573-996-7300. fda.gov. 800-532-4440. Investigational New Drug Program. Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers Association of America. 1100 15th Street NW, number 900. Washington, D.C. 20005. 800-762-4636. 800-726-7504. 800 PMA Info. 202 202-835-3400. Fax, 202-835-3414. phrma.org. This organization offers consumer information about prescription drugs and free drugs for poor folk. They publish a directory of the pharmaceutical companies that offer free drugs, directory of prescription drug patient assistance programs. Determine which drugs you need and from which company. Get the application forms from the companies, fill them out, then get your doctor to write a note stating that you're too poor to afford those drugs and get him to call the company's pharmaceutical program toll-free number. They'll send the drugs to him and you can pick them up at his office. Cost Containment Research Institute. Box 462. Elmira, New York, 14902. Institute-dc.org. Book free and low-cost prescriptions. Indigent, poor people, / disabled people prescription drug programs. Medicare.gov, 800 Medicare, consider your options for Medicare prescription drug coverage. Several plans can switch every year between November 15 to December 31. ssa.gov/app6z/i1020/main.html, application for Medicare prescription drug plan. needymeds.org, has information on medicine and healthcare assistance programs. pparx.org/prescription_assistance_programs. pparx.org/prescription_assistance_program/free_clinic_finder. seniorpharmacist.org, advocates for a North Carolina prescription drug assistance program. rxoutreach.com. nlm.nih.gov/medlineplus/druginformation.html. freemedicineprogram.com, they will help you with the paperwork to find free or reduced medications. There is a cost associated with their service. freemedicinefoundation.com, this company will help do the paperwork, for those who qualify. rxassist.org. Some of the pharmaceutical companies with indigent prescription drug programs are: General Hotline, 800-865-7211. Abbott Labs, 800-922-3255. 800-441-4987. Audria, 800-366-5570. Alcon, 800-451-3937. Allergen, 800-347-4500. Alza, 800-577-3788. 800-227-9953. 415-962-4149. American Home Products / Letterla, 800-395-9938. Amgen, 800-272-9376. 888-508-8088. Astra Merck, 800-355-6044. AstraZeneca, 800-488-3247. Fax, 703-683-2239. Athena Indigent Patient Program, 800 Gateway Boulevard, S. San Francisco, California, 94080. Aventis, 800-207-8049. Bayer, 800-998-9180. Burlex, 800-423-7539. Biogen, 800-456-2255. Boehringer Ingelheim, 800-556-8317. Botox, 800-347-4500. Bristol Myers Squibb Patient Program, 2400 Lloyd Expressway, Evansville, Indiana, 47721. 812-429-5000. 800-332-2056. 800-736-0003. 800-788-0123. Burroughs Welcome. 800-722-9294. Chiron Vision. 800-531-2020. Sibagakia. 800-257-3273. Sibovision. 770-418-4008. DuPont Merck. 800-474-2762. ISI. 800-226-2072. Eli Lilly. 877-795-4559. Novartis. Care Card. 866-974-2273. Pfizer. Share Card. 800-459-4156. Escalon. 800-486-4848. Fujisawa. 800-477-6472. 847-317-8874. 847-317-8617. 202-393-5563. GeneTech. 800-879-4747. Gilead Sciences. 800 Gilead 5. Fax, 713-760-0049. GlaxoSmithKline. The Orange Card. 888-672-6436. Glaxo Welcome. 800-452-9677. 800-722-9294. Fax, 800-750-9832. Hoechst Marion Roussel. 800-422-4779. 800-221-4025. 888-259-2219. Hoffman LaRouche. 800-285-4489. Immunex. 800-466-8639. 800-321-4669. Janssen. 800-544-2987. 800-652-6227. 800-526-0710. Fax, 704-357-0036. Knoll. 800-524-2474. 800-526-0710. Lederle. 800 Ledcare. 800-526-7870. 800-568-9938. Eli Lilly. 800-545-6962. 888-4 Gemzar. Liposome. 800-335-5476. Marion Merrill Dow. 800-362-7466. 800-552-3656. McNeil. 800-682-6532. Merck. 800 Ensk Merck. 800-994-2111. 800-672-6372. 800-850-3430. Miles. 800-998-9180. National Organization for Rare Disorders. 800-999 Nord. Norwich Eaton. 800-448-4878. Novartis. 800-257-3273. 800-447-6673. Okasoft. 800-233-5469. Ortho Biotech. 800-553-3851. 800-441-1366. Ortho Dermatological. Ortho McNeil. 800-797-7737. Ortho McNeil. 800-682-6532. Otsuka. 800-562-3974. Park Davis. 800-755-0120. 908-725-1247. 908-218-0120. Pasteur Yukon Nod. 800-822-2463. Pfizer. 800-646-4455. 800-869-9979. 800-984-1500. Pfizer Helpfulanswers.com. Pharmacia and Upjohn. 800-795-9759. 800-242-7014. Procter & Gamble. 800-448-4878. Ronpoulenc Rohrer. 610-454-8110. Fax, 610-454-2102. Roche. 800-285-4484. 800-772-5790. 800-282-7780. 800-443-6676. 800-526-6367. Roxana. 800-274-8651. Sandoz. 800-447-6673. Sanofi Winthrop. 800-446-6267. Schering. 800-521-7157. 800-656-9485. Searle. 800-542-2526. Serrano. 617-982-9000. Fax, 617-982-1369. Sharp and Dome. 800-637-2579. Sigma-Tau. 800-999-6673. SmithKline Beecham. 800-546-0420. 800-729-4544. SmithKline. 800-546-0420. Solvay. 800-788-9277. 800-256-8918. Syntex. 800-285-4484. 800-822-8255. 800-526-6367. 3M. 800-328-0255. Upjohn. 800-242-7014. Wyeth Ayerst. 800-568-9938. 703-706-5933. Zeneca Pharmaceutical Foundation. Patient Assistance Program. POG 15197. Wilmington, Delaware 19850. 800-424-3727. Low cost and free drug info from ped-onc.org/resources/compassionateuse.html. Partnership for Prescription Assistance. pparx.org. National Cancer Institute, NCI. Cancer.gov. Fact sheet entitled Access to Investigational Drugs, Questions and Answers. Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, PHRMA. phrma.org. Chapter 2. A Needy Drug Assistance Website Guide. Drug Assistance/Free Drugs/Cheap Drugs 1. First, determine if there is a generic alternative to the expensive name brand drug. Your pharmacist can probably tell you that, or you can check at nlm.nih.gov/medlineplus/druginformation.html. Unless the prescribing physician has indicated on the prescription form that a generic substitute is acceptable, you will have to get a new prescription to switch to the generic brand. Get an app called LowRx to get the lowest local prices on drugs. By law, even if you are not a member of warehouse club stores like Costco, you can get your prescriptions filled there. It's the law, a pharmacist must fill prescriptions. Some drug stores will give you a discount if you're paying cash. Call them on the phone to avoid asking in person. The big drug companies will sell their drugs to people who hassle them and say they're in a hardship economic situation but need their drugs. At mail-order pharmacies you can find good prices. If you want to compare retail prices of prescription drugs, try DestinationRx.com, comparative retail prices at different pharmacies in your area. Medicare.gov/mpdpf/home.asp, Medicare Prescription Drug Plan Finder. Some state governments offer a partial subsidy on drugs for seniors and poor people. You have to get a discount drug card from the state government's Department of Health and Human Services or the senior's office. If you have no health insurance, try the Social Security Disability Office, ssa.gov, medicare.gov, medicaid.gov, hhs.gov, and social assistance from your state health and human service office. Try the big societies and associations and the federal government's National Institute of Health, nih.gov for help too. Make an appeal to the drug companies supplying your drug. Try the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers Association at 800-PMA-INFO, phrma.org, and ask for their directory of prescription drug patient assistance programs. Partnership for Prescription Assistance 1-888-4PPA now, 1-888-477-2669. pparx.org/intro.php. Directory of Patient Assistance Programs. Lists companies that provide prescription medicines free of charge to physicians whose patients might not otherwise have access to necessary medicines. needymeds.com. goodrx.com. rxhope.com, resource for patient assistance programs offered by federal, state, and charitable organizations. Partnership for Prescription Assistance. pparxor.org, a prescription assistance organization that links you to drug companies that may donate their drugs. ScriptSave. ScriptSave.com, discount card for numerous participating pharmacies. cancercare.org/get_help/assistance/cc_financial.php, Cancer Career Assist. 1-800-813-HOPE, 4673. cancersupportivecare.com/drug_assistance.html, Cancer Supportive Care. cdfund.org, the Chronic Disease Fund. Toll free, 877-968-7233. 972-712-0201. info@cdfund.org, info@cdfund.org. firsthandfoundation.org, First Hand Foundation. 816-201-1569. Fax, 816-571-1569. First Hand Foundation at cerner.com. gene.com/about/community/access.jsp, Genentech Access to Care Foundation. 800-530-3083. Fax, 650-225-1366. iononline.com/index.aspx?ID=HCP_GPO Assistance, International Oncology Network, ION. 877-223-2400. An online guide to some drug companies' patient assistance programs. lily.com/about/social/foundation/products/assistance_program.html, Lilly Cares Patient Assistance Program. 800-545-6962. Forms to qualify a patient for the program are provided to physicians. Medicare.gov/pdphome.asp, Medicare Prescription Drug Assistance Programs, phone, toll-free 1-800-633-4227. National Children's Cancer Society.com/index.html, National Children's Cancer Society. 241-1600 fax, 314-241-1996, email, krut@children-cancer.org. needymeds.com, needymeds.com. 1-215-625-9609. okbtf.org/index.php?l_l_id=1, Oklahoma Brain Tumor Foundation. 405-942-6442. Fax, 405-942-2772. patientaccessnetwork.org/display.aspx?id=17, Patient Access Network Foundation, phone, 866-316-7263. contact@patientaccessnetwork.org. patientadvocate.org/index.php, Patient Advocate Foundation, Copay Relief Program. 866-512-3861. Fax, 757-952-0119. pap@patientadvocate.org. phrma.org, Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association Drug Assistance Programs. 1-888-477-2669. pparx.org/intro.php, Partnership for Prescription Alliance. Toll free, 888-477-2669. rxhelp@orca.org, RX Help for Californians. Toll free, 877-777-7815. rxhope.com, RX Hope. 908-713-7600. Fax, 908-713-7700. Customer service at rxhope.com. state.il.us/aging/3hot/farm-assist.htm, Illinois Pharmaceutical Assistance Program. 1-217-785-3356. Fax, 1-217-785-4477. For Illinois residents. themedicineprogram.com, themedicineprogram.org. TogetherRxAccess.com/home.html, TogetherRx Access Program. Toll free, 800-444-4106. TomorrowFund.org, The Tomorrow Fund. 401-440-4811. Fax, 401-444-4542. AnnIsabel@livespan.org, AnnIsabel@livespan.org. ucanpb.com/services.html, United Cancer Assistance Network. 1-573-776-1892. 1-877-776-1892. Fax, 1-573-727-2496. info@ucanpb.com, info@ucanpb.com. Helps cancer patients in Southeast Missouri. amgen.com/patients/amgen_oncology_assistance.html, Amgen Oncology Assistance Program. Toll free, 800-272-9376. Cancer.net, Medication Assistance Programs Grid for Patients, PDF. cdfund.org, Chronic Disease Fund, 877-968-7233, helps underinsured patients with a chronic disease obtain medication. needymeds.org, needymeds.com, 800-503-6897. pparx.org, Partnership for Prescription Assistance, 888-477-2669, helps qualifying patients who lack prescription drug coverage obtain the medications they need. panfoundation.org, Patient Access Network Foundation, 866-316-7263. patientservicesinc.org, Patient Services Incorporated. 800-366-7741. Provides assistance with insurance premiums and co-payments for people with chronic diseases. rxhope.com, rxhope.com, 877-267-0517, helps patients obtain free or low-cost prescription medications. Drug assistance/free drugs/cheap drugs too. cdfund.org, Chronic Disease Fund, 877-968-7233. nccn.org/reimbursement_resource_room/default.asp, NCCN Virtual Reimbursement Resource Room. needymeds.org, needyms.800.503.6897. copays.org, Patient Advocate Foundation, PAF, Copay Relief, CPR, .866.512.3861. pparx.org, Partnership for Prescription Assistance. .888.4 ppa.now 888-477-2669. rxassist.org, rxassist. Created by volunteers in healthcare, VIH. Brown University Center for Primary Care and Prevention. Memorial Hospital of Rhode Island. Drug assistance/free drugs/cheap drugs 3. Safety Net Foundation. Amgen Medicines at no cost. SafetyNetFoundation.com. Genentech, Patient Access. Gene.com. Community Assistance Program, CAP Drug Card. National, Free Card provides discount savings. caprxprogram.org. 561-319-6755. Washington RX Washington Card. 800-227-5255. Maine RX Plus. 866-796-2463. Michigan MIRX RX Savings. 866-755-6479. Medbank Maryland. Provides prescription drug discount cards. 877-435-7755. Maryland RX Discount. 800-226-2142. West Virginia Golden Mountaineer Card. 877-987-3646. Together RX Access. Discounts on brand name and generic prescriptions. 800-444-4106. TogetherRxAccess.com. Arizona COP RX Card. 888-227-8315. Partnership for Prescription Assistance. 800-477-2669, 800-4 PPA now. pparx.org. New Hampshire RX Drug Discount Program for Seniors. 800-351-1888. Ohio Golden Buckeye. 800-301-6446. California Discount RX Program. 800-434-0222. Iowa Priority RX Savings. 866-282-5817. Florida RX Discount Program. 888-419-3456. National Organization for Rare Disorders, NORD. Some prescription assistance for uninsured and underinsured. 215-625-9609. RareDiseases.org. National Organization of Rare Disorders, NORD, Needy Meds. 212-625-9609. RareDiseases.org. Breast Cancer Action. Patient Assistance Programs. bcaction.org. Bayer Indigent Patient Program. POG 29209 Phoenix, Arizona 85038-920-9800-998-9180. Boehringer Ingelheim Cares Foundation Incorporated. C/O Express Scripts Specialty Distribution Services Incorporated. POB 66555. St. Louis, Missouri 63166 to 6555. us.boehringer-ingelheim.com. Merck Patient Assistance Program. Merck.com. Glaxo Wellcome Patient Assistance Program. Patient Assistance Program POB 52185 Phoenix, Arizona 85072-21851, 866-728-4368, 800-750-9832, fax. Helix.com. gsk-access.com. Janssen Patient Assistance Program. 1800 Robert Fulton Drive, Reston, Virginia 22091-2346 800-544-2987. Janssen Pharmaceuticals Inc.com. Lilly Cares Program. Eli Lilly and Company POB 25768 Alexandria, Virginia 22313 800-545-6962. LillyTrueAssist.com. Novartis Patient Assistance Program. POB 52052 Phoenix, Arizona 85072-9170 800-257-3273 PatientAssistanceNow.com. Procritline Ortho Biotech. Ortho Biotech Procritline 800-553-3851. pparx.org. Pfizer. P.O. Box 25457 Alexandria, Virginia 22313 545 800 646 2455 Pfizer.com. Procter & Gamble Pharmaceuticals Patient Assistance Program. P.O. Box 66553. St. Louis, Missouri. pparx.org. 63166 to 6553. 800-830-9049, phone. Roche Medical Needs Program. 340 Kingsland Street, Nutley, New Jersey 07110. 800-285-2484. 800-443-6676, press 2 or 3. Sanofi Needy Patient Program. Product Information Department, 90 Park Avenue, New York, New York 10016. 800-446-6267. Schering Laboratories Key Pharmaceuticals Commitment to Care Program. Intran A/Yolexin, 800-521-7157. Schering Laboratories Key Pharmaceuticals Patient Assistance Program, POB 52122, Phoenix, Arizona 85072-800-656-9485. Searle Patients in Need Registered Foundation. 5200 Old Orchard Road, Skokie, Illinois 60077 800-542-2526. SmithKline Beecham Oncology Access to Care Program. The Oncology Access to Care Hotline, 800-699-3806. 3M Pharmaceuticals Indigent Patient Pharmaceutical Program. Medical Services Department, 275-2E13, 3M Center. P.O. Box 33275. St. Paul, Minnesota 55133 to 3275. 800-328-0255. Wyeth Ayers Laboratories Indigent Patient Program. Professional Services IPP, 555 East Lancaster Avenue, St. David's, Pennsylvania 19087. Zeneca Pharmaceuticals Foundation Patient Assistance Program. P.O. Box 15197, Wilmington, Delaware 19850-5197. 800-424-3727. Drug Assistance Free Drugs Cheap Drugs for BreathingRoomFoundation.org, Breathing Room Foundation. Breathing Room Foundation is dedicated to providing care and support to local families affected by cancer. MyGoodDays.org, Good Days. Good Days is a national, independent 501(c)(3) nonprofit charitable organization that provides financial assistance to patients so that they do not have to choose between getting the treatment they need and affording the necessities of everyday living. cdfund.org, Chronic Disease Fund. 968-7233. nccn.org/reimbursement_resource_room/default.asp. needymeds.org, needyms. 800-503-6897. copays.org, Patient Advocate Foundation, PAF, Copay Relief, CPR. 866-512-3861. pparx.org, Partnership for Prescription Assistance. 888-477-2669. rxassist.org, RxAssist. Drug assistance /free drugs /cheap drugs 5. ablewise.com, free classifieds. ahahealth.com, American Health Association. AstraZeneca-us.com/content/drug assistance, drug company. atdn.org/access/pa2.html, access project. atdn.org/access/states, state resource search for HIV and hepatitis patient assistance programs. beadvocate.com, benefits advocate of Tennessee, assist low-income families and individuals in finding free prescription medicines. benefitschecup.com, state and federal programs for seniors, including prescription drugs. benefitschecup.org, Medicare's prescription drug coverage, other benefits. benefitschecuprx.com, most programs are for people over 55. benefitschecuprx.org, if you have Medicare and are considering whether to sign up for the new Medicare prescription drug coverage, this is a good first step. cancer.org/mit/content/mit_3_prescription_drug_assistance_programs.asp. cancer.org/treatment/finding and DPAENGF or treatment/managing insurance issues/prescription D. cancersupportivecare.com/drug_assistance.html, drug assistance programs from pharmaceutical companies. cancersupportivecare.com/drug_assistance.html, drug assistance programs from pharmaceutical companies. care1benefits.com. cdfund.org/patient/patient1.aspx, chronic disease fund. commitment to access.gsk.com, GlaxoSmithKline, commitment to access. consumerreports.org, consumer reports, save money on prescription drugs. crbestbuydrugs.org, consumer reports best buy drugs. dprxcard.com, drug card. drugcardamerica.com, free pharmacy program. The Drug Card America card may be used at over 45,000 pharmacies. freemedicine.com, prescription drug assistance programs for uninsured/underinsured. freemedicinefoundation.com. freemedicinefoundation.com, help patients nationwide of all ages obtain free prescription drugs. freemedicineprogram.com. freemedicineprogram.com, free medicine program assist you in obtaining your medication absolutely free of charge. freemedicineprogram.org. freemedicinerevolution.com. freeprescriptions4u.com, free prescriptions for you. gsk4u.com, prescription drug coverage and prescription assistance programs. helpingpatients.org. helpingpatients.org, a comprehensive one-stop link to thousands of medicines offered through hundreds of patient assistance programs. helpingpatients.org, pharmaceutical research and manufacturers. ic-network.com/drug assistance, interstitial cystitis network, drug assistance programs. institute-dc.org/prescript.htm, the Institute, free and low-cost prescription drugs booklet. medicationsfree.com, themedicineprogram.com. i-saverx.net, iSaverx, developed by the state of Illinois and open to all Illinois, Wisconsin, Kansas, Missouri, and Vermont residents. The new iSaverx program offers a safe, simple, and affordable way to purchase the medication refills you need, at savings of up to 50%. kff.org/medicare/7327.cfm, fact sheet on low-income assistance under the Medicare drug benefit, Kaiser Family Foundation. kff.org/rxdrugs/index.cfm, Kaiser Family Foundation. Prescription drug costs and coverage, public opinion, research, and recent legislation. Medicare.gov/assistance-program/home.asp. Medicare.gov/mpdpf/public/include/data section/question/mpdpf-intro.asp, Medicare Prescription Drug Plan Finder. Medicare.gov/prescription/home.asp, Prescription Drug Assistance Program section of Medicare.gov. Medicare.gov/prescription/home.asp, Prescription Drug Assistance Program Source Guide from Medicare. Medicareites.org, 800-333-4114. Medicationfoundation.com. Medicineprogram.com, the Medicine Program. Free prescription medicine is available. msnbc.msn.com/id/244904888, 10 tips, spend less on prescription drugs. nami.org/content/content group/helpline1/prescription_drug_patient_assistance_programs.htm. ncsl.org/program/health. needymeds.com, Need Meds, Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Drug Assistance Programs. oli.org/equipexchange.html, free or discounted tube feeding supplies. ostogroup.org, free ostomy supplies. phrma.org, represents research-based pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies in the US. phrma.org/searchcures/dpdpap, prescription drug assistance programs. pparx.org, 888-477-2669, the Partnership for Prescription Assistance. rxsavingsplus.advancerx.com, prescription drug-free discount card. pparx.org/prescription_assistance_program/free_clinic_finder, free or low-cost health clinic in your area. rightage.org/output/senior-citizen-prescription-drug.html. RUG assistance programs. rxassist.com. rxassist.org, 401-729-3284, patient assistance programs are run by pharmaceutical companies. rxhope.com/patient/programlist.aspx, Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America. safemedicines.org, Partnership for Safe Medicines, provides consumers with useful tools to make informed prescription purchasing and use decisions. socialsecurity.gov/prescription help. sunflower.org/CFSdays/freedrug.htm, how to apply to free prescription drug programs. thebody.com/afford/free.html, affording care, how to get free medications. themedicineprogram.com, free prescription plan, free dental plan, free medical plans. topsellingdrugs.com, directory of discount drug programs. unitedproject.com. yourrxcard.com, free drug card, discount drug card. National Organization for State Kidney Programs. 800-733-7345. Veterans Drug Program. 877-222-8387. va.gov. Partnership for 888-477-2669. pparx.org. Directs people to over 440 public and private patient assistance programs. Drug assistance/free drugs/cheap drugs 6. pparx.org, Partnership for 888-477-2669.healthwellfoundation.org/index.aspsfamilywise.com, FamilyWise Discount Drug Card. needymeds.org. rxassist.org/docs/medicare-and-paps.cfm. rxhope.com, edhaze.com/indigent.html, pharmaceutical companies with indigent patient programs. needymeds.org/company_list.taf, extensive list of pharmaceutical companies with indigent patient programs. needymeds.org/drug_list.taf, brand name drugs that have indigent patient programs. needymeds.org/generic_list.taf, generic drugs that have indigent patient programs. needymeds.org/apps.taf, forms needed for processing.